I know Tank is the big fish, but who's the great B side out there for him?
I don't know. I mean, all these guys are kind of the same. To me, all of these guys are very good fighters. Shakur's a very good fighter. Frank Martin's a very good fighter. Who else we got in the division? In that division.
At 35. Yeah, that's the main fight now.
Yeah,
if we're
Lomachenko's still a good fighter.
Shakur.
Yeah, Lomachenko's still a good fighter. The other little young up-and-coming...
Abdullah Mason, but he's young. Yeah.
No, not him.
Keyshawn.
Keyshawn's a good fighter.
Yeah.
Got a lot of good, young, talented fighters out there. That division is very healthy. Mm-hmm. Very healthy.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, just I'm just trying to think who would be... Well, Shakur, is that a big fight now? Is it getting closer to being
any fight that Tank Davis in is a big...
Tank will give him problems that he hasn't seen yet from his former fights.
Well, Tank is a different animal because he's never seen anything like Tank Davis. You know, Tank Davis has the combination of speed, power. You know, he has a great chin. He can do it all. He's a complete fighter. And come April 22nd, again, he's going to give the fans exactly what they want to see.
What do you want to see? What would you love to see? This going off script for me. What would you love to see in the fight? Obviously, a Tank win, but what kind of fight would you love to see?
A Tank knockout.
Okay.
Yeah, do what he normally does.
Yeah.
You know, on the biggest stage, you know, against a huge opponent, you know, and that's what it's all about, giving the fans exactly what they want to see.
He has a hit list, and he's going to get every one of these guys who y'all say are the top guys. Trust me. Shakur's going to get that work. He asking for it, he going to get that work. But it ain't what he think it is. It ain't what he think it is. I can't...
See, the thing is with Tank, who I think is a brilliant fighter, right? So exciting, very heavy-handed. He loses a lot of rounds, right? He lost rounds against Frank Martin. He lost rounds against Ryan Garcia. He lost rounds against Pitbull Cruz. And these are all guys that aren't on the same level as Lomachenko and Shakur Stevenson. So he has to put a dent in these people, otherwise he'll get beat. But he does put a dent in them because he punches really hard, and Tank's not just a puncher, he's got a good boxing IQ as well. I just don't think he's technically, or the IQ is as good as Lomachenko or as good as Shakur Stevenson. But can he put a dent in them? Because I promise you this, if he don't stop these people, he will be behind at nearly every junction of those fights, Lomachenko included. I think he stops Lomachenko, but he'll be behind.
When did you see that in Tank? Even the possibility of him becoming like a megastar that he is now? Was there a fight or a moment where you're like, damn, he's that guy?
The Pedraza fight.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's kind of one that sticks out in my mind too. Because nobody's kicked Pedraza's ass like Tank did.
Yeah, no. That was an incredible performance. And to be so young.
Mm-hmm. He had like 50 rounds or something.
12 or 13 months before that we had signed him. Mm-hmm. He's the real deal. Haven't I been saying all along, you guys have not seen what a terrific boxer Tank is. And that's what I'm saying. What's the one thing, something else I've been saying, he's a complete fighter. You know, and that's the makeup of a complete fighter.
You also said levels.
Yeah, in this level.
Is he pound for pound the best fighter in the world right now?
And you know, again, who's been saying that all along?
In the world of professional boxing, elite defense is often seen as one of the most valuable skills a fighter can have. But fans continue to ask the same question. What happens when a technical defensive specialist shares the ring with a dangerous knockout artist capable of changing a fight in a single moment? For years, boxing fans have debated a potential showdown between Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis. While many see it as a close matchup, longtime Mayweather Promotions executive Leonard Ellerbe believes there is a clear favorite. According to Ellerbe, Tank Davis's power, timing, and pressure would create major problems in a fight many fans consider evenly matched.
Shakur's a quick boxer, a good guy, but do you think he would engage you enough that'd make it an entertaining fight? Or if you fought him, do you feel like it would be a bad fight because you'd be chasing him all night?
You know how it would go. Everybody in this room will know how it would go. You know what I mean? But I guess it'd be good for the sport if we fight. now.
The debate intensified during a heated discussion involving two major boxing figures. Eddie Hearn strongly defended Stevenson, praising his ring IQ, defensive ability, and overall talent level.
Are we ever going to see you two get together and make that fight happen, the fight that everybody wants to see?
Tank will be back before the end of the year. We're looking at a couple guys right now, but he'll be back before the end of the year. As it relates to the Shakur Stevenson fight, Tank wants him. Tank wants him. But it's all about the timing of everything. All about the timing.
I feel that we've got a 2-fight plan with Shakur. Hopefully it extends. Joe Cordina, Zepeda in February. I think that Tank against Shakur is one of the biggest fights in the sport. I think Tank is so exceptional, it's going to take someone as good as Shakur to give him a...
Hearn described Shakur as one of the smartest and most technically skilled fighters in the sport today. However, Leonard Ellerbe completely disagreed with that assessment. He argued that elite defense alone may not be enough against someone as explosive and dangerous as Gervonta Davis.
Shakur can't beat Tank.
I disagree.
He beat all the other fighters.
I disagree.
He can't Tank.
I disagree.
Tank
loses rounds.
Tank decides to do what he wants to in certain fights.
We can you can have a big bet on that fight.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
I think Shakur's the man to beat him.
Shakur cannot Tank. He's a very good fighter. A lot of respect for him, what he's done in the ring. Got a good team around him, but he can't. Tank.
I disagree with you on that.
Can't beat Tank.
Your point when it comes to making a big fight with Tank is you feel like the opponent has to draw a certain amount at the box office. How close or how far away is Shakur from that moment?
I don't want to get into those details. I mean, obviously, he's won every fight that he's had in the ring, but the business is always different. You know, we all know what Tank brings to the table. Tank, every time he comes out, you get this. You know, so he's going to keep on doing what he's doing. Inevitably, those two will.
Ellerbe believes Tank's ability to apply pressure and capitalize on mistakes separates him from many other fighters in the division. This wasn't simply promotional talk, it was his honest evaluation based on years of watching Davis compete at the highest level. He emphasized that lasting 12 rounds against a puncher like Tank requires more than avoiding shots.
Definitely happens.
I agree with you. I'll say something about Shakur. His fire has been dampened for a long time by people that knew he was going. Right? He did a big gate in Newark. He was the highest rated fight on ESPN this year. Shakur does big numbers, but they didn't want to tell everyone that he does big numbers. If we keep building him and he comes up against a commercial giant like Tank, Shakur against Tank is one of the great All-American fights and one of the biggest fights in boxing.
He just got maced in camera. He's got some of the mainstream media starting to talk, whether it's good or bad.
I haven't had. Again, he's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. What more you want me to say? He's a good fighter. He just can't beat Tank.
I think your guy needs challenges because he's that good.
He challenges himself.
There's nobody who's out there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now Las Vegas.